man, French man. And yes, I am starting the show with the worst topic ever. But what can you do without men? It does sound like advertisement, but I'm really. It's so bad that we're social beings and we need those humans in our life. And I'm speaking seriously. In my perfect world, I would be just working and going to five-star hotels to enjoy the sun. But we all know that with men it's better. Dating apps. I can't stop using dating apps because the idea that there's a man coming to my pocket via my phone is great. And I literally have no idea how to meet someone when I work from home on my own business. When I go out to museums and theaters, I don't go out to nightclubs. It starts too late. And I rarely go to bars. So voila. Even though, when I was in Madrid, I've met a man in a museum. I was there with my mother. A young man younger than me, approaches us and talking and talking and talking. Then we went to a bar and voila. Nothing interesting happened, it's just a young man. But I did not understand it. Like, how brave were you to approach both of us? Or you were looking for sugar mamas? Like, what was it? In Paris, I have never seen hot men in a museum, hot straight men in a museum, unfortunately. So I'm coming back to dating apps, but I'm working on a new strategy. There are interesting men on dating apps, at least interesting profiles, but they all just talking and talking and talking, and it's disgusting. I hate talking. Frankly, man, the only thing I need you for is to go out with you and maybe have some romantic / sexual relationship with you. It's the only way I can enjoy you in real life. How much I'm frankly, your messages are not interesting. But on the other hand, French men apparently are receiving a lot of fake profiles or something, so they're afraid. Sounds so stupid, right? But they are afraid when someone asks for their number or asks to go out directly on the, I don't know, fifth message. So, well, I will continue doing this. Because, I mean, I can't speak to you for 2 weeks online. Like it's a lot. It's the whole speaking online that I can give you during the whole our relationships. No, please no. Olympic Games in Paris are ended. So what are we going to do as a single woman that lives from home, has a lot of free time, and needs not to die out of boredom? I found a theater, a comedy theater, you know, like one of those in Edinburgh during Fringe. So there are 4 shows at night, in a night, 1 hour, 10 euros in French. But I love it. And yesterday I finally found a female comedian who is smart. And it's actually 2 different things. She's female comedian, that is great because she's more relatable to me. And she's smart, which is also great, which is also more relatable to me. At Fringe I've seen a lot of smart, how do you even say it? It's not, it is fine, but I don't know if it's used in English. Elaborated comedy. Meanwhile in Paris and back home, the comedy is more like, I saw her in a bar, and then I brought her home, and then she was fat. While this girl, her name is Anne something, she's at Point Virgule if you're in Paris. Her comedy is relatable and smart, but not boring at the same time. 5 out of 5. Philharmonie. Speaking of where to meet hot men, Philharmonie. Parisian Philharmonie. France is a big mystery for me. I've lived here already for 5 years. Most of the years I hated it, literally hated it. And technically, what is difficult to understand in France, right? I'm coming from a European country. We've been growing up on Western culture. What is difficult to understand in France? But I don't know, it's impossible. For example, how come that there are no hot single men coming to French opera or coming to French drama theater, Comédie Française? They do come, but they come already in couples, which makes sense. Like there's a girl who wants them finally to get out of home and to do something interesting, so they go out with her. But, so there are, the top two cultural places in Paris. But there are single men coming to French Philharmonic Theater. And while there are a lot of tourists in French opera, they're mostly locals, and you see from, these aristocrats. They still have aristocrats here in France, so those young aristocrats coming from Philharmonic Theater in Paris. And I even had some small thing with one of them. But it's, another shit that you need to work on. I hate working on shit. I just, as you know, I want to go back to my 5-star hotels on a seaside and enjoy the sun, and then go working, and then back to a hotel. You got it. So yes, another thing to work on, that you need to approach people. Oh, you need to keep the conversation. You need to lead the conversation to exchange the numbers. Oh wow, I start to have a headache, literally just speaking about it. But yeah, only because men make you feel better. Just speaking with them in real life, not chatting with them. And of course, romantically and sexually, they're also quite a good assets. Cheers for me. See you later. And for you as well, of course. I mean, by cheers for me, I meant like courage, as they say here in France. Like, you go, girl. You find someone to go out with and have fun, and not to kill them. So many men are so boring. Let's a postscriptum. I need my man to have more testosterone than I have. I don't want to grab him. He needs to grab me in emotional and physical way. Thank you. Ciao.